The loathing howls.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Darkest Dungeon 2, the game that keeps on giving. What exactly it is giving, I'm still not sure, but anyhow, on this episode we're gonna proceed with the story and see where we can get, because we have a long way to go. And I have checked in the meantime some of the other content which has already appeared on the internet about the game, and I have found some similar concerns and questions and things like that regarding what I want to know, and some other people raised the same points, so it's gonna be interesting to see that happen. So what I'm really hoping to do on this run is just keep on grinding out the matches, see if we can get a different class of a hero, see if we can keep mastering the skills, see what can be done, because it apparently looks
just
like
a little taller at the end.
it apparently looks like we are gonna struggle if we don't do this. Now, it looks like the ounce of prevention is what I should concentrate on mastering because it removes stress, and the same should be done for the bolster, as it should remove stress as well. So we're gonna do that, and on top of it we should have like maybe one more potential skill that we should try and work on. And I'm not really sure which one should it be as of now, because I haven't made up my mind as to where we are gonna go. So that is something which I should consider. So once again, we have the sprawl with the fire enemies, and we can increase the hope, or we can do again the forest or woodland location and I think we're gonna do this with the occultists and the fire breathing enemies, just because we have picked up so many goddamn things which are resistant to fire. So we have the soothing poultice, and so these things are like fire resistance, and so we should not be taking the permanent damage from them.
Improve.
So I don't know, let's give one to you, let's give one to you, so you should have the resistance. We're gonna equip all these trinkets. We're gonna have to take a look at the coach.
Planning and mindfulness.
Don't have
as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Pet or a trophy as of yet. We have 65 relics. We have still one more mastery point, and we have the 33 baubles. Dark Impulse is a high resistance to the fire, so that might be awesome, but we need to combine it with the Dark Impulse, so that sucks, because we can do just the ablative distant trinket, and that will do 20% resistance to fire, which leaves us one more space for additional trinkets to be equipped
when survival demands it.
So I was thinking, let's go with the Poison Dart Mastery. And so this way we should have some variety of what type of things we should be able to do. Don't have any more points here, so I don't know why it's kind of like pointing this thing out to me, but anyhow. So items. Healing salve, we don't have that many of them, but we're gonna need probably the burn salve, and also potentially stuff regarding stress removal. Medicinal herbs seem like a proper fit for a plague doctor. Now, for you, my dear, I'm thinking we're gonna give you the burn salve. For you, we are gonna give you the healing one, and for you, we're gonna give you the laudanum, just in order for us to be able to deal with potential stress, because there's lots of stress dealing enemies. You have the additional damage, you have the Dark Impulse, you have Bleed Resist, which we should switch to Fire Resist. And what else potential trinkets should we consider? We have plus max HP, plus 2 speed, and then we have Fire Resistance and plus HP. Now, the biggest problem which I currently have is dealing with the stress. Apparently, because I did not upgrade the capabilities such as the ounce of prevention, or the man-at-arms bolster, I kind of screwed myself over. But because there was absolutely no tutorial or any information provided, I didn't know what to expect. So, because the game is in early development and I'm not really sure how much longer it's gonna remain in this status, it might heavily affect what players will be able to do and how the game will be changing. So we're gonna go over here in order to do avoid the hoarder. What? Why should we avoid the hoarder? Okay, interesting.
Our great cities burn.
So
All that
we're gonna
beauty
go
and
for the
knowledge,
city run. We're gonna have the
passion,
resistance to this. Unfortunately, because I simply cannot do anything, I'm gonna get rid of some of these damn duplicate items which we carry, as I seriously have no use for them as of now. And because they are not able to be stacked up or anything like that, it's problematic. So there's that. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen if we went out. We can still try in items. Let's give them to, I don't know, the Plague Doctor. So Highwayman will shuffle. This can increase some of our status. I don't know if we can combine any of these items, which sucks. So we're gonna get rid of one of these. And due to the bad relationship, we cannot consume the soup. I don't know. Are they supposed to slurp these noodles or something? Like, I'm a little bit confused here, but never mind. Let's just embark and see how horrible this is gonna be. So the goal here is to avoid the hoarder, which is kind of weird. Usually we are trying to come across this guy because he carries the useful stuff.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined and aflame.
Okay, so at the end we at least know that there are safe passages, but there's still gonna be the Guardian. There's hospital, studies, resistance encounter, reduces loading. Yeah, our loading is already kind of high, so we should try to deal with that. Resistance encounter would be good, but the problem is if I go for that, then we're gonna run into the hoarder, and we were told to avoid him. So I don't know if I should go for this unknown. Damn it, because if we go for the hoarder, then we're just gonna come across another resistance encounter, then we go with the assistance. I'm gonna miss out for the watchtower, which would suck. So I'm gonna probably try to stick to the right side until the watchtower, and we're just gonna see how that's gonna work out. I have no idea what that's gonna affect, but let's just go for it. Again, I'm trying to hit all this rubble on the road, but the carriage controls are just really weird. I'm not really that crazy about it. If you are focusing a large portion of the new game onto this driving stuff, then at least please make sure that it is
You must be strong
good.
enough to
The
shoulder
controls
more
should be
than your
crisp.
share of the burden.
Why are you too envious? We haven't done anything as of now. Okay, so this is gonna reduce our coin, increase our hope, give us lots of food, lots of provision, and some supplies. This would just reduce the hope and give us barely anything. This would increase the stress, increase the hope, give us food. You know what? Let's go with man-at-arms. I don't care that we are losing some money. Look, we have another good token to resist fire. Theoretically, we have already good trinkets. So let's just see what awaits us. Cultist encounter is gonna be difficult, as per usual. We're gonna have to focus the little buggers at the back.
Lost souls of a dying world, empty of hope.
Okay, so hopefully we're gonna be able to deal with the lost souls, otherwise I'm gonna be super unhappy. They have high light resistance, but I don't care. We're gonna try to see if we can apply it or not. We're gonna bellow the enemy in order to reduce their speed and try to help out. Okay, so our stress is going down now thanks to the ounce of prevention.
Cooperation is the key.
And why do you guys have such a low health already? Can someone explain that thing to me? Like, what the hell happened here? Nice, that's first kill.
The slow suffering begins. Early results are encouraging.
Okay. So you can do the battlefield medicine in order to get rid of these things. Did you just negate seriously the ability? Son of a... I'm not really that thrilled. And now I'm supposed to heal you despite you blocking my talents. Love it. Let's see, we should really be able to deal with these idiots fairly easily. I mean, these are your basic zombies. It doesn't really matter who's at the back, they're still just the lost souls. But we're gonna have to apply some heals here. It's gonna be just their turn. Another kill. No more reposts, so that sucks. We don't have the battlefield or the battlefield medicine in order to get rid of these things. You would just only be able to buff yourself. Seriously, I hate the fact that the absent does not heal her every damn time. Okay, and now you get stunned. Why do I even bother? Stop it. Let's get rid of the blight here. So I'm just trying to cheese this in order to gain some health back. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. Are you gonna be able to heal yourself or not? Okay, if not, then just get rid of the last lost soul.
One less obstacle in our path.
And that's it. Okay. Really minuscule reward, and soon we're gonna come across even worse encounter, which is gonna be the occultist, which can be just more stress piled on top of our already stressed out party. This is gonna be interesting to see.
The loathing spreads.
Yeah, that's the
beautiful
new thing which we need to really get rid of. This loading stuff. We really need to remove that.
Undone.
Okay, so that gives us buff. I guess we're gonna go with the highwayman. So we need to somehow get rid of these two. And we're gonna have to use the laudanum in order to do this. Or remove this horror and this horror. That's gonna be awesome. Chances of them dodging super high. But if possible, we now have the first target to try and focus upon. The two ladies, or whatever the hell they are at the front, they're just gonna have to wait. Did you just seriously skip your turn? No. Okay. Knock it off. I'm not crazy about this new feature, honestly. Let's do this.
The pulse slows. Sanity returns.
Okay, nice crush attack. And ounce of prevention in order to reduce the stress. Yes, really. Okay, it's some bleeding. Oh, we can survive that. Can you apply the blight? So this thing should be dead now. At least that's what I'm hoping
The slow suffering begins.
for. Okay, that's one down. Blindness, that sucks. Battlefield medicine, let's go for the highwayman.
Impeccably timed.
We're gonna go with the point blank shot. I wasn't sure if it's gonna miss due to the high dodge percentage there. Let's do this, remove the
The
stress.
pulse slows. Sanity
And we're gonna
returns.
try to bellow the enemy, or we're gonna do this. You know what, let's do this and let's remove even more stress if possible. Didn't remove the stress, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the weakness, that's something which I'm not crazy about. You're not gonna heal yourself, so that's awesome.
Mistimed.
I had to get rid of that
Misdirected.
buff. Let's heal the man-at-arms now.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Since he's focus of their attention as is. We're gonna do the duelist advance yet again. Even if he would miss, it's still okay because he has at least the repose active.
Steady yourself.
But it would be awesome if he would actually be able to hit the enemy. Okay, or Plague Doctor has somehow gone into stealth mode. Don't ask me how, he just went into stealth mode. I didn't know he can do that. So why the hell do I have to wait until this happens in order for him to be able to do, or like be super stressed out and angry at everyone else in order to go into stealth mode? I really need to get rid of this bleed. I'm not crazy about this. He's at that store, as is. So we really need to make sure that Plague Doctor is going to be able to heal him. Please tell me you're going to be able to do that. Awesome. The corpse is gone, so we're gonna try to focus this little bugger. That's some blight damage applied, and we could try to kill her.
Another impediment. Cleared with impunity.
The bleed here is an annoying thing to deal with. We can try to reduce the stress. Just reduce the stress on him. That sucks. Yeah, we are again at that store. We are at that store. Oh, please tell me you can actually use the battlefield medicine. Let's do this on him. And then you are gonna prevent me to use this on... Seriously?
There is comfort in company.
Let's try to reduce the stress at least. Since we cannot heal the man-at-arms, which sucks. Let's use the laudanum. Remove that horror. Vanity. And he's gonna miss totally this, so let's just do this and try to remove the debuff.
That another may finish the work.
Okay, the stress dealers are gone. And noxious gas, sure, might apply blight, but that's bad. We have highwaymen at that store, and with the bleed, that's also really bad.
Let us hope.
Yes!
we find
And I just
peace.
lost the freaking highwayman. So I can tell you already that the rest of this dungeon crawl is gonna be a total freaking nightmare, because our main damage dealer is gone. And I cannot even apply this thing, so that's awesome.
By confronting the past, we learn to face the future.
Yeah, that's bad.
The loathing whispers.
We want to stick to the right side.
We must keep moving.
But we're going for the cache. Loathing has been reduced, but so was our party. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to make it till the end without the highwayman, honestly. That's just really bad. This is gonna be the encounter.
Twisted by hopelessness.
So we need to deal with the two at the back first. Those are the stress dealers. And these zombies are a bit more resistant to the
There is comfort in company.
blight. So we're gonna try to reduce the stress here. He's gonna go into stealth mode. He's gonna do some weird stuff. We're gonna ram our way forward. Okay. Nice dodge there. Oh, come on, knock it off with the stun. Let's do the bellow. I'll try to debuff the entire enemy party.
May finish the work.
But that's awesome.
Steady yourself.
Okay, so let's see if we can do incision. The stress is super high and I cannot negate it anyhow. See if you can deal damage to the princess at the back. Let's remove the stress here.
Slows. Sanity returns.
And let's do the bolster.
There is comfort in company.
See what that's gonna do. And precision. He's gonna do some stress attack once his turn is here again. And now this princess is going with the stress stuff.
The slow suffering begins.
Really need to switch up our gameplay here in order to actually deal with these idiots. That's two gone.
One less obstacle in our path.
And that's a meltdown, almost. Awesome. Really need to heal her. Yeah, the absent is not gonna do what I needed to do. And we are at round 5. So because some zombies, we're gonna now hate each other even more, and we're not gonna finish this, and we're not gonna get any loot. Am I correct?
A slow
Probably yes.
dissection. An unavoidable end.
So that's it, right? That's the end of the engagement? Oh, of course you're gonna get meltdown because some stupid stuff. Yeah, I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna focus on Darkest Dungeon 2 right now. I'm not really thrilled about it. Look, one thing is having a difficulty, but having access to things.
Good use.
The other thing is just having a complete mess of things and not being sure what you can expect or utilize. And that's kind of a big problem. We had quite a lot of horror stuff. Not that much bleed. We can keep this, I guess. I don't know if I can give you anything that would literally help out to improve our current situation, since we are totally royally screwed. Yeah, you two have increased health. We have plenty of money, but I just don't know. Overcumbered, you must equip or discard items to make room. Awesome. Awesome. I love nothing more than dumping stuff, especially when I cannot even eat it. Like, you see this? I cannot ration this. I cannot equip it. I cannot consume it. I cannot do anything. So that's pretty damn stupid. You should be at least able to eat food on the way during the raid, as you were able to do in the previous game. I mean, it's not that much of a crazy thing to ask for Christ's sake. So now I cannot even take any goddamn loot as is, because we are just screwed. He's gonna get melted down, and who knows what we're gonna come across, and if we're gonna even be able to kill it in 5 freaking rounds. Even if it's just 3 enemies. I really don't think we're gonna be able to do that much here, which sucks. If you do this, then you're not gonna be able to even heal yourself, which makes me super ecstatic. Let's do fellow.
Weaken them.
Slow them down.
May finish the work.
Let's use the medicinal herb, and let's use the battlefield medicine on the men-at-arms. We need to reduce the stress on the blade doctor, or he's gonna, or she's gonna get melted down, and that's just gonna be bad. Let's stack this up.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Try to bolster. Fortunately, Blade Doctor did not receive the stress reduction. So the battlefield medicine just went out of the doors. That's awesome. It's like we can afford to not be taking heals right now, right?
An unavoidable end.
Because we are that well prepared for whatever is about to come. That's that door. Okay, let's try this rampart here. 6 HP left. I'm not sure how much HP does this guy have. Absinthe. Let's do it. Get us out of the dead store. Let's remove the bleed on the man-at-arms. Please let me use this on her. Awesome. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much HP this one unit has left, so if the blight would actually do what it's supposed to do. Let's do this. Remove the bleed, heal the man-at-arms. Okay, and somehow he just gone stealth. And he is gone. Now it should be whose turn? Final round. If we don't kill this guy, we're again not getting any loot, and we're just taking damage and stress damage and consuming our consumables, which would be most unfortunate. Can you guys, like, shut up for a moment?
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
I really hate the fact that I cannot feed my guys on the run. Because we have nothing like camping, I cannot really do anything with this. So I'm just sitting on a ton of food, And I cannot eat it. I cannot do anything with it. I can just discard it. I don't know how I feel about this game. So many mixed feelings. It's not good. And because we cannot sell anything, and I have checked, and other players seems to mention the same thing, and that is that you cannot actually sell stuff, and now I cannot even be picking up relics, which is awesome. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try to keep taking the safest route, so the green routes, in order to come across the least amount of resistance, which might increase the loading. But considering the fact that I am one hero short, that's really bad. And because we cannot duplicate or have same hero twice in our party, so you can no longer do runs where you had like 4 Crusaders or something like this. It kind of sucks. It kind of really sucks. Yeah, you are gonna not touch this goddamn thing. Are you kidding me? I don't want to have the Shambler here. Yeah, let's better not. Let's just get the hell out of here. Seriously? You're giving me the Shambler. Let's do the resistance encounter.
Perhaps you're finding your courage at last.
So I don't know if I came across the explanation correctly, and it says that this is not only safe route, but it's a route where you can come across some loot if you keep breaking or damaging this rubble on the way. I still cannot shake this feeling like if I'm looking at Telltale Games, The Walking Dead.
The fanatics feed themselves to the fire, their flesh melting like candle wax.
Okay. +1. What is that? +1. Oh, like +1 stealth? So we need to deal with this thing at the back. Probably. First. Okay, we have all sorts of weird stuff happening simultaneously. So let's just bellow the enemy, debuff them.
That another may finish the work.
Ounce of prevention, let's go for that in order to reduce the stress and do stuff. We need to get rid of the last one.
We can rely only upon each other. Cooperation is
Plague Doctor can get to the death's door soon. Yeah, we are there. If we lose the Plague Doctor, we are so royally boned, it's not even funny. So we really need to make sure that does not happen. Because without him or her, I don't see this working. Really need to put in the protection skill, but I cannot do that now. So that's all kind of screwed. Okay, let's go after whatever this is. You cannot heal yourself? Oh my god, I'm so freaking dead. Both of these have blight resistance, but they have that high dodge. Really need to move the Plague Doctor to the 3rd position in order for him to be able to use Battlefield Medicine. I don't know how much HP does this thing have at the back. Still one more. That's awesome. Really need to move you back here. Okay, that, like, why the hell did we do the ounce of prevention when he has...
Steady yourself.
all the afflictions. He has Blight, Bleed, and Burn. I'm quite sure I did not mention them in the alphabetical order, but kind of don't care right now. Let's do at least this thing. Help him out a bit. And this one is dead, so... Yeah, I know he had to dodge, but I had to give it a shot. Let's do it now. Oh, come on. Kill it. Why are you attacking a grave? Dumbass. If we do the crush, we do it on this thing. I'm definitely sure I'm losing the entire party here. Just that once the entire party is like negative towards one another and all this weird stuff is happening, it's really ridiculously stupid to expect anything else to happen. Oh, you have even repos activated, so I did not even pay attention. It doesn't really matter because we are gone here. Can I escape? Previous game had the option to try and escape. I have no idea if we can try to do that. It did tend to increase stress. We have meltdown, we have burn, we have bleed.
A little help impeccably timed.
And yeah, the absence is not gonna do that much. He is stunned at death's door and stealthy, so...
And now, the greatest test of all.
Come on, just finish off my unit so I can go and do whatever.
Let us hope they
I seriously
find
don't see
peace.
the option to actually escape. Pass. Why do I have only the option to pass? It's so dumb. You should be able to escape the engagement. I'm not really sure what to expect here. I mean, this is obviously gonna end in me dying.
Slow suffering begins.
You can just keep spamming absinthe.
Wonderful thing.
But it's just gonna make the engagement last for God knows how long.
An unavoidable end.
So if the Grave Robber would not win, we would lose all those trinkets which were equipped on the Man-at-Arms and on the Blade Doctor. If we lose the Grave Robber, then it should be game over, theoretically, because we have no party to back up onto, so I don't know. I haven't been able to attack for the past couple of rounds or turns, and I just don't think it's gonna be even a possibility, because if I just keep doing this, then it's an infinite loop of me taking damage and just doing whatever.
An interminable conflict.
Again,
self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
yeah, I'm gonna make them work for it, but this is just so dumb. Because I'm allowed to keep spamming this, I'm gonna keep spamming it, but then I'm gonna take too much damage, then I'm gonna get to death's door, then I'm gonna use the absinthe, then it's again stuck on the same loop again. she has even smallpox. Oh, come on, just kill her already.
Let us hope
Finally.
they find peace. The flame grows stronger.
Okay, so if we reach higher levels, we should be able to
Push on to the
be
end. Rest and
higher,
resupply await
different
you.
classes. So now we should have access to classes such as Hellion.
Try and try again.
And I would rather have
You will
Hellion
break through
than
this
the
glowing
Grave Robber
murk.
or Man-at-Arms. Rat Skull. Okay. So these are all the afflictions and everything which we have gathered. Even better, Wolfsbane, Prince of Pride, Greater Hail Drought. So like better trinkets which are able to be acquired just because we keep leveling up. And it seems like we have to keep on leveling up and failing in order to keep on unlocking different and new classes. So I'm really dying to see what we're gonna come across
greatest horror
on the
that would
crossroad.
seem
And I'm dying to
is
know,
nothing at all.
like, what happens if you finish off the first chapter and then you move on to the
The
next
house on
chapter.
the
Like,
borderlands.
there are 5 chapters.
swallowed by
What happens if
disdain.
you finish Denial? Can you get from the Denial to the tip of the mountain? Or because we are in the Denial stage, these are meant to be the easiest dungeon rates, and after that, when we get to the next stage, it's even more difficult, then to the next stage, more difficult, next stage, and then the 5th stage is the mountain, or like what's the dealio here, because it's
The
not
shackles of
explained.
denial must be destroyed.
So it would be awesome for us to know what the hell to do. So I'm gonna try to take the Hellion.
Crossroads. Wait by the lantern's light and welcome what help may come.
And the question is if we are dealing with the same highway. So it's still Dismas, it's still Buristan. Boudica, okay, seriously, you're giving the Celtic queen who was fighting against Roman the name to the Hellion? Oh, whatever. So Plague Doctor is a good choice because of the heals. I'm not crazy about the Grave Robber. So I'm thinking we're gonna go...
Beneath bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
with this combo. It looks like we need to reach level 6 in order to get Runaway, who I have no idea what he or she does. At level 9, we need to get Gesture. Level 12, we can get Leper. That's a proper damage dealer. Gesture is a great class in order to manage your stress. And Occultist is a RNG healer. I really did not like using the Occultist in comparison to the Vestal because heavily unreliable. But this is gonna be our party for now. We're gonna see how much they're gonna hate each other's guts. And we're just gonna have to do this all over again. So I'm assuming we're gonna have
You
to
came here seeking solace, but found stagnation.
go through these
instead.
initial engagements as an initial tutorial intro or get some random loot.
Karma abhors waste. Best to take all you can.
Okay, so we are already getting storage trunk, which is worth 40 relics as is. We have once again Wolf's Blood, and we have minor fire resistance. That's just great. Who would benefit from these trinkets? +2 speed. Yes. And yes, and we cannot equip the rest of the stuff until we get to the inn.
Despite our differences in age and position, we shared a keen fascination for archaeology, folklore, and of course, occultism.
Okay, so Desperate Few, let's see what we can say. Food and +50 hope, food +50 hope, food plus... So let's do this because so
In
far
this
nobody
world,
hates each other's
wealth
guts
is
and we get
worthless
even a
without
slice of
purpose.
cheese. Nice. And there's the
You can
old
feel
bridge
it.
and then we
A
reach the
change
inn
in the
after
air.
an encounter. There should
Each
be an
gravestone
encounter
is
here.
more than a failure.
So I'm assuming it's gonna be once
It is a
again the
promise
bandits.
to do better.
or the lost
bulwark of
souls.
your denial is giving way.
Oh, so this is gonna be fun. Noxious Blast is not gonna do that much. Let's do the prevention thingy. Because the zombies. Wicked Hack. Yeep. So this removes the stealth and reduces the attack. Toe to toe.
Cooperation
Forward one.
is the key.
Okay, let's just slice the enemy. We're gonna see how soon everyone's gonna hate each other. Let's just do the vulture. And because we don't have the mastery of the skill yet again, because they have died and we have to restart all over again, we're gonna have to invest the mastery skills into those traits which are able to reduce or remove stress. So we're gonna try to go with Man-at-Arms and Plague Doctor, mastering of their skills first.
We learn to face the future. Push on to the inn. Rest and resupply await you.
Well, the inn should definitely get some rework done.
There are yet places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
So this lady used to be selling trinkets in the previous game, but now obviously we have apples and cheese and stale bread, but it's still better than what we had before. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at this point. I'm gonna try to see, because I don't know when this episode is gonna be uploaded onto the channel. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's happening with Graveyard Keeper, and I'm gonna probably focus on that a bit more. We're gonna see how I'm gonna be able to keep pumping out episodes for Darkest Dungeon 2 and the other games. And so if you are not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let me definitely know in the video's description what you think about the current status of the game, because I have extremely mixed feelings. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you all in the comments or at the next one. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the stream I did, and I'm gonna go ahead and work on the other stuff in the meantime. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.
Listen, practice, improve.